Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. One of our fans here has sent me a video of a Nandi MCA who made some premonitions against Raila Odinga some few months ago. And the interesting bit of it is that this MCA has been given a humiliating defeat in the just concluded Order Party nominations in Nandi. So in this video, I want us to listen into this MCA, after which, as usual here, we are just going to put those remarks into perspective to see exactly what they mean politically. Listen into this.
Ni huyu jamaa anajiita Raila. Raila, my friend. Hakuna kiti ya urais mpaka ukufe. Hakuna. Wewe ulienda hapa Masaini ukasema unataka Wamasai peke yake waongee. Jana unataka tuambie PPI ni unite. And you are busy unatafuta wabunge kumkashifu deputy president. Wewe una unite nini? Umepotelewa na akili na umekuwa mzee, kwenda nyumbani kabisa na upote. Hakuna kitu naweza kutuambia. Asante.
Yes. That's an MCA who was given a humiliating defeat in the just concluded order nominations in Nandi County. And listening to that leader, two things are clearly coming out, which I want to explain in details. The first thing coming out, I'm seeing a leader or a personality who is still stuck on the old politics of hate. I'm seeing a leader who believes that unless he attacks other national leaders, then he can't be relevant on the ground. So he's forced to attack national leaders for him to remain relevant on the ground, according to his own thinking. And then secondly, I'm seeing a leader who is imposing his own emotions and feelings on other Kenyans. Just because he hates Raila Odinga, in his mind, he thinks that other Kenyans also hate Raila Odinga. Those are two things I'm seeing in that MCA. And I want to explain them in details. Let's start with the first point. If you look at Tanga brand of politics, or rather if you listen to that MCA, and then you listen to Rigathi Gachagua, Moses Kuria, Ndindi Nyoro, Kimani Ichung'wah, Alice Wahome, and this Kimani Ngunjiri of Bahati, and now this one was also given a humiliating defeat, Jane Kihara. They seems to be reading from the same page, politics of hate, politics of attacking national leaders. And those are, in my considered opinion, those are politics that I strongly believe that as time goes by, are just going to be rendered useless. So these leaders actually, they must wake up to the new reality that Kenya is moving forward. Such politics maybe could earn you an election sometimes back, but not in this era. In this era, I'm seeing the ground, the masses, telling these leaders that besides attacking or abusing your perceived political opponents, what have you done for us on the ground? That's what I'm seeing the masses on the ground asking these leaders. And I'm saying that because if you listen to Isaac Mwaura, the way he was actually attacking and abusing Raila Odinga, with all those insults and abuses, he was actually rejected by the good people of Ruiru. Yes. And then also if you listen to this Jane Kihara, who actually even lied in broad daylight that since 2007, Luos have not been paying rent. She was also actually rejected by the good people of Naivasha. Listen to Ketu Waruguru, she was also rejected. And lastly, I also believe that the likes of Moses Kuria, the likes of Kimani Ichung'wah, the likes of Rigathi Gachagua, Alice Wahome, as time goes by, or rather by August election, they will also come face to face with the reality of the new politics that is now, or rather, they will come face to face with the dynamics of Kenyan politics. Such a brand of politics are actually fading out. And I'm saying they're fading out because for so many years, on the mountain and also in Nyanza, or if you are on the mountain, you just had to attack or abuse Raila Amolo Odinga, or to paint the Luo community in bad light, and that would actually earn you an election on the mountain. Same to Nyanza. You just had to attack the Kikuyu communities and Uhuru Kenyatta and their leaders, and that could also endear you to the masses. But upon Raila and Uhuru shaking hands, that has complicated the dynamics for some of these leaders who may be even in their own constituencies, or rather in their areas of leadership, they might have done completely nothing. So all along, they were just hoping and waiting to spew hate to endear them to the masses. It seems that brand of politics is actually changing. And that should be a warning call to these leaders surrounding William Ruto, the likes of Rigathi Gachagua, the likes of Moses Kuria, that what matters now going forward is what you are doing to the ground, rather to the people, not how much you attack or abuse your political opponents. That is a message that should be passed to these leaders surrounding William Ruto, specifically Ndindi Nyoro, Kimani Ichung'wah, Rigathi Gachagua, Moses Kuria, Kimani Ngunjiri. That message should be passed clearly to them. And then secondly, if you listen to any leader from the Rift Valley or any leader from the mountain, especially these ones supporting William Ruto, they think that everything stops with the mountain and with the Rift Valley. They think that maybe if now there are people on the mountain, or rather there are people in Kalenjin Rift Valley are supporting William Ruto, that cheats them that the whole nation might be supporting William Ruto. But what they don't know is that maybe in Nyanza, Luo Nyanza, that is not the feeling. In Kisii, that may not be the feeling. In Masailand, that's not the feeling. At the coast, in Northeastern, in Ukambani, I tend to believe that some of these leaders should actually take a walk across the country. They should actually look at the map of Kenya to see exactly that Kenya is not just about the mountain and Rift Valley. So they should not impose their own emotions and feelings on Kenyans. That now, if because they hate Raila, they now believe and think that the whole nation hates Raila Amolo Odinga. Listening to that Nandi MCA talking, I'm fully persuaded that maybe simply because he hated Raila Amolo Odinga, or because the area he comes from hated Raila Amolo Odinga, he might have been convinced that Raila might not actually be the president. That also just exposes, ladies and gentlemen, that some of these leaders, maybe they are living in denial, or maybe they are not getting the right opinion, or rather the contrary opinion outside of areas they come from. But if at all they are getting the right information, then they might just be doing that to cheat their people or to cheat the people they're leading. That also exposes the dishonesty in some of these leaders. Yes. So as August approaches, I strongly believe that for these leaders to make some serious impact on the ground, they must change their narrative. But with only 4 months remaining, if at all, they were just hoping to use attacks and insults to endear themselves to the masses, I also believe that now it's too late for them. Let them just wait for August, and then they'll just face the reality of our Kenyan politics. Kenyans are actually moving away from those brands of politics of hate. The handshake, and I'm sorry to talk about this handshake, this kind of a handshake might have killed such kind of Raila phobia in some areas across the country. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, let me stop there. But in case you've bumped here for the very first time, and so far you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans, our subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you. God bless Kenya. And also, before I conclude, I'm also forgetting the issue of the the outgoing Bomet women representative, Joyce Korir. Joyce Korir was also very active in attacking Raila Amolo Odinga. And there is also a video of her that is actually going viral of telling Raila Amolo Odinga that Raila is going to Bondo. And you can now see she was also given a humiliating defeat. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana.